Hello all. In this video I am going to discuss the projection of straight lines. I hope you know what is meant by straight line. A straight line is the shortest distance between 2 points. Okay. So in order to obtain the projection of straight line, so what we are going to do is we are going to take the projection of ends of the straight line. So the ends of the straight line are nothing but points. So after taking the projection of ends of the straight line, we will be connecting the ends in order to obtain the projected straight line. Okay. So before getting into the projection of straight line, let me give you a small demonstration. So this is the first quadrant. Okay. So this is nothing but your vertical plane and this is your horizontal plane. Okay. So in order to take the front view, the position of the observer will be parallel to the vertical plane. So that is, this will be the position of the observer, and from here he will try to take a view. So that will be nothing but the front view. So after that, in order to take the top view, the observer will move just above the horizontal plane, and by positioning here he will take a view. So that particular view is called the top view. Okay. So after that, what will happen? So in order to make it convenient to draw in the drawing sheet, because this is nothing but a pictorial representation, so it's very hard to draw the pictorial representation. So our objective is to draw the orthographic projection, that is 2D view. So in order to make it convenient, so the horizontal plane will be rotated to clockwise 90 degree. Once you rotate the horizontal plane clockwise 90 degree, you will get something like this. So your reference line will be here, and this will be your vertical plane, and this will be your horizontal plane, and your front view you will get here, the top view you will get here. Okay. So this is nothing but the pattern of the planes in the first quadrant and the position of the views. Okay. So now the point is, so this is the first quadrant. Okay. So this is the first quadrant. Okay. So this is nothing but my vertical plane and this is nothing but my horizontal plane. See, for instance, I am going to align this vertical plane with this. Okay. So if I align something like this, what will happen? So without rotating, if I align, what happen? We will get a vertical plane here, and the horizontal plane so while taking the front view, the position of the observer will be somewhere here. Okay. So he can see the true shape of the vertical plane, whereas the horizontal plane will look like a straight line, and that straight line will overlap with the reference line. So in other words, this is the vertical plane. When you are considering this is a vertical plane, and when you are taking the front view, your horizontal plane is something like this. Okay. Same applies for the top view. So if your object is here, to take the top view you will go here. Okay. So I'm just rotating the quadrant system as well as the position of the observer, something like this. Okay. So horizontal plane and the observer will look like here. Okay. So this is the horizontal plane and you will get the top view here. So when you are working on this horizontal plane, your vertical plane will look like a line, will look like a straight line, and the straight line will overlap with the reference line. We'll get something like this. Okay. So I'll summarize the thing. When we are working on the front view, your horizontal plane will overlap with the reference line. When you are working on the top view, the vertical plane will overlap with the reference line and it will look like a line. So while taking the front view, this line is my horizontal plane. While taking the top view, this line is my vertical plane. Okay. Because we will be using this concept somewhere during our projection. Okay. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss 3 cases of projection. The case 1 is something but straight line is parallel to HP and VP. So this is the first case, and the second case is straight line is parallel to any one plane. And perpendicular to other plane. So if you are considering it is parallel to vertical plane, then it will be perpendicular to the horizontal plane. So that is the second case. And the third case is a line is parallel to one plane and inclined to other plane. So this is nothing but the straight line is parallel to any one plane. It could be either vertical plane or horizontal plane, and it will be inclined to the other plane. So I will show what it means. So as I told you, in India we are going to consider the first angle projection. So from the projection of straight line onwards, we will be considering only the first quadrant. Okay. So always it will be like the first quadrant system and the first angle projection system. So let's take this case. The line is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. So this is my first quadrant. So I hope you know. So the position of the observer will be in front of the first quadrant for the front view, and here for the top view. Okay. See, for example, assume this is my straight line. The pencil is my straight line. So what the first case is, the line is parallel to HP and VP. So if the line is something like this, see. So this is the vertical plane. So in order to be parallel to the vertical plane, my line should be like this, something like this. So in any orientation, if it is something like this, then it can be considered as line parallel to the vertical plane. So in order to consider the line is parallel to horizontal plane, the line should be in any one of these orientations, something like this. So if it is like that, like it will be considered as line parallel to horizontal plane. So in order to consider line parallel to both HP and VP, so we need to position the line first. So for instance, let's assume that the straight line is something like this. If it is like this, the line is parallel to vertical plane, whereas the line is not parallel to horizontal plane, whereas it is perpendicular. So you need to make that also parallel, something like that. If you move now, the straight line is parallel to horizontal and parallel to vertical. So in any of the position, if you consider a line something like this, so then it is called line parallel to HP and VP. This is nothing but our first case. So the second is, as we discussed before, the line is parallel to one plane and perpendicular to other. See, for instance, now the line is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP, or the line is parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP. If the position of the line is something like this, then it comes under case 2. The third one is, the line is parallel to one plane and inclined to other plane. So it is parallel to both HP and VP now. So in order to make it inclined, I'll rotate something like this. So now look at that. So the line is parallel to VP and inclined at some angle to horizontal plane, or you can consider like this. So now the line is parallel to HP and inclined at some angle to VP. Okay. So that is the third case. So in the third case, what happens? So if the line is parallel to VP, you will see the true length in the front view, whereas in the top view, if you see from here, what will happen? So you will try to trace this end and this end. Okay. So this will be the top view. So the length of the top view is smaller than the length of original length. So you will not get the original length. So this length is called the projector length. So when a line is inclined to a plane, you will get this projected length. And always you need to remember one thing, the projected length cannot be bigger than the true length. Okay, so the true length is the actual length and the projected length is you are getting a length when it is inclined to the plane. So if you see from here, one projector will trace this end, the other will trace this end. So something like this. So this is the true length. We will get the true length in the front view, x and y. The top view will get something like this. So most of you will accept that the length of this line is smaller than the length of this line. Okay. So this length is called the projected length TL. This is called the true length TL. Okay. Always remember that TL will be always lesser than the true length. So what will happen? So when the line is parallel to horizontal plane, you will see the true length in the top view. Whereas if you start making inclined to horizontal plane, you will start seeing the projected length for the top view. And at one point, what will happen? So when you completely make a rotation to 90 degree, so what will happen? If you see from the top, you will see only a point. Okay, so the projected length will vary from a point to little less than the true length. Okay, so that is the range of the projected length. Okay, we will see the first case now. So I will show the pictorial representation for the problem, and after that I will show the orthographic projection for the problem. Okay, so in order to demonstrate the pictorial representations, I will use that model, and after that, so for the corresponding pictorial representation, we will try to draw the orthographic projection. Okay, so let me write the problem. So always in the question, so they will denote the line, the end of a line with some term, like AB means one end is called A, the other end is called B. Okay, line AB. So this is the question. If you look at that, so the length of the line is given. So a straight line AB, it means like if they denote with capital letter alphabet, it is the original line. So that means the true length. So this 65 denotes the true length of the line. Is parallel to both HP and VP. So it is something like this. So when it is like this, it can be considered as parallel to both HP and VP. So how you know that this line is parallel? So for instance, the name of the line is AB. Let's assume this is end A and this is end B. So if you can call that line is parallel to vertical plane when the end A to the vertical plane. So that distance should be equal to the end B, the vertical plane. If that is there, then you can call that as the line is parallel to VP. Similarly, if both are equal, then you can call this as the line is parallel to both HP and VP. Okay. So they mentioned that the both HP and VP it is parallel. Then they mentioned the NDA. So that is 25 mm above HP. So when you are applying the second data, it should not violate the first data. So see, for instance, if I lift only the NDA like this, then it violates the first data. That is, it should be both parallel to both HP and VP throughout the problem. So if you lift only the NDA, then it violates the first data. So you should not do that. So that means while lifting, you should lift something like this for a distance of 25 mm above HP, and then it is 30 mm in front of VP. So something like this, 30 mm in front of VP. So we need to draw the projections. Now the question is whether you will see the true length in the front view. Yeah, it's parallel, so you will see the true length. So The same for the front view as well. You will see the two lines for the front view as well. Okay. So the second question is the 25 mm. So the 25 mm will be visible in the front view or top view. So that is the question. So let's see the pictorial representation of this particular problem. Okay. So this means first quadrant. And I have questioned the line as per the question. So the line is parallel to BP and HP, and so this is my A and A, and this is my A and B. Horizontal plane to this. So this distance is 25, and from vertical plane to the line, that distance is 30 mm. Okay, so I have positioned my line in the first quadrant, something like this. So what will happen? So when you see from here, one end projector will trace this end A and it will be projected to the vertical plane. The other end projector will trace something like this, and it will project it will hit the vertical plane. So you will get a line something like this. Okay, and similar to that, when you see the top view, so one projector will trace the A and it will hit the horizontal plane, and similarly the other projector will trace the NB and it will hit the horizontal plane. So this will be my, so this is the front view. So this is my A dash and this is my B dash. Here this will be my A, this will be my B. Okay. So I have positioned my the given straight line in the quadrant. So the next step is, so this is nothing but the pictorial representation. So next we need to convert this into 2D representation. So I'll rotate this clockwise 90 degree and I'll draw it. Okay. So let's see how to draw that, the orthographic projection for this pictorial representation. So during the projection of points, I already told this vertical plane and the horizontal plane are imaginary planes. It's not necessary to draw the vertical planes and horizontal planes, whereas you need to represent only the reference line. Okay. So I'm going to use the red color marker for 2H pencil and the blue color marker for, the black color marker for HB pencil. So this will be my reference line. So that need to be drawn with 2H pencil. This is my X and this is my Y. Okay. So first let's start the front view. So if you see from here, you will see the A dash B dash line and you will see this 25 mm height. So that means the A dash B dash line will be 25 mm horizontal plane. So I already told, when you are considering the vertical front view, your horizontal plane is something like this. Okay. So when you are drawing the front view, your horizontal plane is something like this. So it is mentioned as 25 mm above HP. So your horizontal plane will look like a line, and from there 25 mm you need to position the point A, which is given. So mark that. So I draw the front view, and next draw the end projectors, because it should look straight, right? Draw the end projectors, and the top view, this 30 mm distance will be visible. So from there draw the top view, something like this. Okay. Draw the top view, something like this. So we need to name this. So this will be my A dash, this will be your B dash, because you will not be mentioning whether it's a front view or top view. So with the alphabets and the dashes you need to represent. So this will be my A, this will be my B, and you need to mention this is your vertical plane, this is your horizontal plane. Okay. So next you need to dimension the things. So you need to dimension three things as given in the question. One is the length of the line. The length of the line. Next, the position of the line with respect to HP and BP. So this is my HP. So from here, I will be mentioning the height. Okay. So this is 65. So both are 65. So you can show the dimension either in the front view or top view. So it's not required to show it both in the front view and top view because both are of true length. So you have highlighted this with the projector. So the pictorial representation will be converted into a orthographic projection using first angle method. Okay. Thank you.